Hello everybody, how's it going today? My name is Rob. We're back with another video this week. I know it's been a while. Hope you guys have been doing well. We're going to talk about this week for severe weather. We're also going to talk about some of the heat that is going on for parts of the United States. Hope you guys have been doing well, like I said. So let's talk about our current infrared satellite here. We do have this next system that we're really watching here for portions of the northern plains, parts of the Dakotas, and then we have this really other area of weather today for parts of the eastern half of the country. So these are the two areas that we're watching for today's severe weather. Well, first, let's talk about the hazards that we have today. We currently have several things going on. To note, we have some high wind watches and advisories for portions of South Dakota here. We also have some winter weather in May for portions of Montana and Wyoming, some winter weather advisories and some winter weather warnings and watches. We also have some drier conditions out west for portions of New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas. We have some heat as well going on. We're going to talk about that a lot later. For most of southern Texas, parts of the San Antonio, Austin, could see some temperatures in the well into the 100s this coming week. So that should be something we need to keep an eye on. We also have some flooding possible for portions of Virginia, West Virginia, and portions of Pennsylvania and DC as well. So just kind of some different shortwave impulses going on for parts of the north and the south and the east. So going to be a very active pattern. As we can see, we have a slight risk today for portions of this area that we're looking at here that we had that high winds. Portions of Nebraska, southern South Dakota, most of central South Dakota and southern and central North Dakota. Mostly going to be a conditional tornado threat, especially in the southern flank here in Nebraska. Mostly going to be seeing a hail threat here for this southern area in Nebraska. Some of those lapse rates and some of those severe weather capping is a little weaker today. But for the northern part, definitely going to be a stronger capping in place with that front coming in. So we'll have to see how that pans out today. As you can see here, tornado risks really conditional for parts of the central Nebraska area. If we do have tornadoes, say they will probably be in that area, but we could definitely see some on the outsides. There's that 2% risk all the way up into that upper slight risk in North Dakota. For the wind, also 15% all the way from the panhandle of Nebraska all the way up into southwest and northwest Iowa and Minnesota. So looking for that today as well. And then the biggest threat today is going to be the hail. Like I said, the southern half of the slight risk, we have that hatched hail for portions of Nebraska. Could see up to 2 inches of diameter hail or larger anywhere in that 25 miles from point from those areas. Tomorrow is going to be our big day. We are watching. We have an enhanced risk for portions of the upper Midwest, all the way from parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin border up here, all the way into parts of Chicago, Illinois, parts of northern Indiana, and western Michigan. So, going to be an upper Midwest setup tomorrow, looking like. The tornado threat is conditional given to the capping inversion that we have further north or further south you go. We have this cap that's in place for that slight risk area. If that cap breaks earlier than we think, then that tornado risk could go up. So that's what we're watching. Is we have this arcing band of storms coming in with this next impulse. So that's what we're really watching. We also have severe weather for Friday. We have a slight risk for portions of most of the Mississippi Valley, all the way from Arkansas, Mississippi, all the way up to Ohio. So that's what we're having to be watching for them on Friday. But we're not done there, guys. We also have severe weather for possibly the weekend here. This is going to be on Sunday, I believe. Sunday, we have a 15% chance of severe weather for portions of Oklahoma and Kansas. And the same thing happens for Monday of the next week. So when you're back to work, or maybe you're, doing stuff then, school, things like that, we do have portions of the Central Plains, Oklahoma, and Kansas under that 15% risk. So we could have severe weather all the way up to next Monday. So that's something we need to keep an eye on. It is May. We are in peak severe season, so nothing out of the ordinary there. So if you're living in these areas, just make sure you have multiple ways to receive weather alerts and warnings. like I said, I'm going to be doing this video only today because it's a longer range forecast. That's what we're talking about all the way up to next week. So just in case any of these changes, because these forecasts can and will change, you need to be on keeping yourself updated with reliable and accurate information. So let's talk about the temperatures really fast. We do have the 6 to 10 day temps here. Like I said, we have this ridging across portions of the Gulf Coast. That's going to lead to above average temperatures, especially across my area of Florida, most of the Dixie Valley, most of the Southeast, and parts of the Mississippi Valley and Ohio valleys as well, that above average. We also have this area of above average temperatures for parts of the West, California, Nevada, parts of Arizona, so it can be warmer than average for those areas. And then for most of the United States, besides that, we have cooler than average temperatures for the northern tier and the northwestern tier of the country. So that would be nice for you guys who like a little bit of a slower start to spring and summer. You'll have that cooler than average temperature. So that's that. And then for the next few weeks, as we get into middle and late parts of May, that cooler than average temperature moves down into parts of Tennessee, Mississippi. Really nice cool down for these areas. So there's that. We also have a smaller area in the Pacific Northwest of below average temperatures. So there you go. And then elsewhere, above average and average temperatures. So all the way from Oregon all the way down to Florida. Anywhere in this red tier, going to be seeing above average temps. So be interested to see how long that lasts. And that's going to lead to that precluding warm heat wave here, parts of Texas, that we're going to be seeing here in a minute. I'll talk to you guys about that here in a second. But let's, sorry about that. Let's talk about the precipitation forecast for the next couple of weeks here. This is the 6 to 10 outlook. So, again, unfortunate but drier than average conditions for parts of the southeast. So drier than average conditions for parts of the southeast we have here, as well for parts of the west, parts of the California, Oregon, Nevada. Those areas can be seeing drier than average conditions, as you can see there. We also have more so above average precipitation for most of the United States, all the way up here from the Pacific Northwest, all the way into New England and southward. So that's what we'll be seeing for them. And then for the next, really, ends of the month here, things really dry out here in the western tier. And then we have that belt of above average temperatures all the way from Texas all the way up into New England. So, and then still, Florida, we just got a lot of rain, but drying out here again, it looks like here for the rest of the month, unfortunately. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you keep updated with us here. We'll have updates throughout the week and live streams, I'm sure. We'll see you guys next time. And as always, make sure to experience the extreme with EWV. My name is Rob, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.